Hello, hi, how are you today?
I'm good, thank you.
Okay, so first of all, I want to start off and ask you what were your expectations from the event today, and how has your experience been so far at the Global Media Congress, especially like an event like this after the pandemic is the first, right? So how's that been?
First, I think the expectations were fulfilled. The Congress helped or created a full framework for all the stakeholders of media, and that all of them were here, different categories, and the contribution was really enormous in terms of giving the experience and the know-how from each segments of the media. The events and the workshops were really valuable. I think it's an excellent start after the pandemic, and I hope it will be a continuous annually, and where we always add more experience, more things to it.
Saudi Arabia being one of the biggest users of media, how do you think media literacy in a country like that can help foster tolerance and also eliminate misinformation, which is very common with how vast media is becoming right now?
To be honest, the beginning it was a challenge, the misinformation, because it was the driver of the social media. The the official governors or the official sources become part of the media. So now the accuracy of the information is there, and the response toward any fake information is immediately. So that reduced the sources of fake information, created a good credibility for the official source of information, and it also built a strong awareness of analyzing any news before even checking whether it is false or correct. So the social media become more mature, the viewers or the user become more mature, and now it's more of really of a solid that sometimes certain information doesn't make sense. And I think it's because of the more than 50% of the community is already a social media users. The usage or the time spent over the social media is around 4.3 a day, and that's become a daily habit of most of the people, and that become more of a knowledge of how to differentiate between the accurate and the false information.
What's some advice you would give to the youth of today who are going to become future media makers and consumers as well?
I think we see a lot of great role models in the media by youth. They really help to change the directions in order to become influencers, but a real good influencers in an excellent way in certain knowledge, influencers in entertainment, influencers in science, influencers in tourism, and now we see a lot of very excellent youth providing and valuable content. I think nowadays the new social media influencers understand how to start. They should start with something, add to the value to the community. They should start with something different in terms of how to produce it. And it's always important to tie up with the standards of the community. You can be famous for 15 minutes if you use any unusual, but you can be famous forever if you provide a content that become a resource for and archive for the future.